the next little while, we're going to be looking at vulnerability scanning and vulnerability assessments or pen tests. What should you get? What's the difference between the two of them? So let's think about these things like two different people. You've got Mr. Vulnerability Scanner on the one hand, and you've got Mrs. Pen Tester on the other hand. Now, Mr. Vulnerability Scanner, he's like the guy who's head of neighborhood watch. He's got the clipboard. He's always looking out of his curtains, making notes about which cars belong to whom and whether they've been seen in the neighborhood before. He's dialed into the police reports about crime in your area. He's walking around and he's noting what locks have people got on their doors and things like that. He's making a beautiful, long, detailed list about all the possible vulnerabilities that he's found, even from like the really tiny things. And he's making that list available to all of the residents within the neighborhood. He might go up to doors and he might see if they're unlocked, but he won't ever actually walk into a house if he finds an unlocked door. He won't actually ever do that. And he also won't think creatively about different ways that a robber could break into a house. That's not his job. His job is to get as much coverage of the neighborhood and all the possible little risks that there might be. So this is vulnerability scanning. So on your network, it's going to be looking at all sorts of things. It's going to be finding out-of-date operating systems. If you give it sufficient credentials, it can actually like log into a computer and find out all the versions of the software that that machine is actually running. It's going to be looking for things like, are there default credentials in use on routers and other network equipment? All of those sorts of things. Are you running SMB version 1 and all of these things that could be used by an attacker to infiltrate and compromise your computer network. And it's very thorough. It's such, like, I can't overstate how important a tool vulnerability scanners and vulnerability scanning is as a part of my job as a pen tester. There have been tests that I've been on where I thought maybe I wasn't seeing anything juicy or anything that could really be improved on, and I've jumped back into the vulnerability scanner and I've seen something and I've been like, oh my gosh, like that is quite easily overlooked, but if I combine it with these other two things I found, then we've actually got a nice way of elevating our privileges within a network environment or gaining some sort of unauthorized access to a system or something like that. They are fantastic tools that will just plug away in the background, tirelessly checking through every single system that you point them at. But they are not a penetration test, and they will not do the creative problem-solving side of things that will tell you that, hey, if I roll the bins up against the wall, then I get access to a drain pipe which I can shimmy along and go in through a toilet window. They're not going to do that sort of thing. For that sort of thing, you need a pen test.